Hello friends, and once again welcome back to LBQ, also known as Life's Biggest Questions. I'm your host, Jared Bronstein, and today we'll be talking about the legend of Lusca, the half shark, half octopus with razor sharp teeth and possibly multiple heads depending who you ask. Some say the Lusca looks more like an eel with a bit of octopus. Some say it could grow as big as 200 feet in length. Like many alleged sightings of monsters, such as Bigfoot and the Lochness Monster, there seems to be a ton of skewed information on the legend of Lusca, with the details of its legend constantly changing on a regular basis. But join me on the journey as we discuss what our world would be like if the legend of Lusca was real. As always, you guys gotta be sure to subscribe so you guys never miss out on a video. Drop us some comments with questions you'd like answered, and give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the video. And before we dive into it, I want to talk to you guys about Raid Shadow Legends, who sponsored this video. It's already gotten the attention of 10 million players worldwide in less than 6 months, so I'd recommend jumping on with me sooner than later. For those that don't know, Raid Shadow Legends is a brand new RPG game that is taking mobile gaming to the next level. You will enter a world of dark fantasy and realism like never before. They have over 400 champions to collect, including orcs, undead, knights, and elves. My favorite champion is Gallic. Not only because he looks unreal, but I mean this guy is an absolute tank. It's like nothing can take him down. There's over 1 million champion builds, an epic storyline, and of course, my personal favorite, PvP arenas. The really great thing about the game is there's something for everyone. Whether you love deep storylines, insane graphics, or straight combat, Raid Shadow Legends has it all. Best of all, it's free to play, and the near perfect ratings from over 200,000 people speaks for itself. Also, Raid has an almost perfect score on the Play Store. The game is growing insanely fast, and they got plans to get even crazier over the next few months, which to me is insane because it seems like they already have it all. New faction, a tag team arena feature, and a new clan boss you can fight with your clanmates. This is a game you need to get your hands on. If you want to join me, my clan, and other players in the game, then click the link in the video description and get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion to start your journey. So what are you waiting for? Open the App Store and get Raid Shadow Legends now. The Lusca has been described in many different ways. Cryptozoologists have denied the claim of it being an octopus-shark hybrid, claiming it must have been a misidentified giant octopus. However, others to this day still believe it's a half-shark, half-octopus monster that has a lair underwater and attacks anyone who disturbs or gets too close to it. Although it's unclear where the legend of Lusca started, in 1896, what was later proven to be a large piece of sperm whale fat decomposing washed up on the Florida coast. It was given the name the St. Augustine Monster and had many people fearing a large monster in the water that still isn't believed to be a real thing to this day. As recent as January 18, 2011, the body of what many believe was a giant octopus washed up ashore on Grand Bahama Island in the Bahamas. Eyewitness reports claim the corpse was only a portion of what seemed to be its head and part of its mouth. Local fishermen estimated the living creature to have been anywhere from 20 to 30 feet when it was living, but many described the Lusca as being anywhere from 75 to 200 feet long. However, in 2005, a photographer claims he was attacked by a 50-foot long octopus. While being attacked, the man claims he put his camera out in front of him for protection, and the octopus took the camera and disappeared into a cave. Sounds kinda convenient if you ask me. Another story claims divers attempted to catch the Lusca, but while on their expedition, they felt something pull the traps set so hard, it caused the entire boat to drag across the water. Eventually the trap was released by whatever was attacking it, and when they pulled it up, they claimed it was twisted and bent out of shape. Again, these all seem like myths or urban legends. And although some people are quick to dismiss the idea, local fishermen and scuba divers are terrified of the blue holes, where it's believed the Lusca lives. So now let's talk about what if the legend of the Lusca was real? How would it affect our waters? Well, rumor has it that the Lusca lives in ocean caves and mostly feeds on large crustaceans or other large fish. But if the Lusca was really anywhere between 75 and 200 feet, I think it's safe to say it would be the king of the ocean. Although some would say whales such as orcas or sharks like the great white are at the top of the chain, if a half shark, half octopus existed, I think it would take the top spot. And with the new king of the ocean roaming around, we might have to rethink what we deem as safe waters and what could be deadly. It seems that the common consensus is that the Lusca resides in the blue holes, which are mainly located on the island of Andros in the Bahamas. So of course, this can make tourism to the Bahamas undesirable. But it would also make fishermen along the coast of Florida much more careful as well, because who knows how far down the water these things would travel. Considering how the Bahamas is about 50 miles off the coast of Florida, it's safe to say the idea of these things being a threat would scare anyone and everyone from being remotely near them. This would also be a problem for international shipments that are imported on Florida's coast. Of course, aside from people not wanting to control the shipments over the water haunted by these monsters, who's to say the monster wouldn't take the entire ship of crates down with it? This would force other countries that we import and export goods with to reroute their paths, which could in turn affect our economy. It would also affect the tourism and locals living near the coast, for example, Miami, and fear that these things could do some serious damage. Another important factor would be how quickly these things reproduce. If they hatched eggs and spawned hundreds of little squid-like, shark-like monsters, who's to say that baby and smaller Luscas wouldn't attack humans swimming in waters, seeing them as an appropriate sized prey? It's safe to say these things roaming the waters would be a problem for countries, as well as the locals in the Bahamas and those living on or near Florida's coast. And lastly, we need to talk about how much more money would be spent on doing our research about this thing. Is it poisonous? Edible? What does it eat? And so on. And that would most likely cost millions of dollars. Not to say the government doesn't have it, but let's not forget where the government's money comes from. Us. It comes from us. But of course, the legend of the Lusca really is just a myth. There is no such thing as a half shark, half octopus roaming our waters that could grow as big as 200 feet. Or is there? As always, let me know in the comments below how you feel the presence of the Lusca would affect our day-to-day tasks. Personally, living in Toronto, I don't think it would really affect me all that much. But when my shipping prices skyrocket and I don't get products within 2 days because of the new shipping routes, well then I think I'd be pretty annoyed. As always, let us know your thoughts on this situation in the comments down below. Do you believe in the Lusca? How would it affect you? You guys gotta let me know down below. For now, I'll be replying to some comments from the video we did titled, "What happens to the Earth's oxygen if the Amazon rainforest burns down?" The Ultimate Diamond said, "Amazon rainforest is burning down and people are worried about Spider-Man leaving the MCU." Unfortunately, that's kind of the world we live in. Again, if you're not living very close to the situation, it's very easy to forget about it and make other things your main priority and main problem. Us being in Canada and America, Spider-Man not being in the MCU apparently is more important than the Amazon, which I don't really understand why, but that's just our society. Cadenon_dat said, "Instead of people being worried about getting a Popeye sandwich, we should be worried about this." Much like the Spider-Man example, I don't know why a sandwich is more important than our Earth, but that's the power of social media, I guess. Eduardo Avila said, "A cathedral burns down. The media. This is the worst thing that has ever happened in history. A big portion of land that could affect humanity if something happens to it is burning down. The media. Seems like video games are the source of all evil." Well, unfortunately, we gotta rely on the media for, what we know and the news from around the world. But thankfully, we have social media and platforms like YouTube that can inform us about things that these big networks don't always inform us about. So, if anything, I would just say let's look on the bright side and say at least we have the opportunity to hear worldwide news now. I think that's a positive spin on it. Anyways, guys, that does it for this video. I've been your host, Jared Bronstein. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, share it with a friend, and of course, subscribe so you guys never miss a video. Be sure to drop us a comment down below with a question you want an answer to, and we'll see you in the next one.